I pull up, roll the window down it. I pull up, roll the window down it. Yeah, I pull up, roll the window down it.
Baby, you don't know what you do to me. Between me and you, I feel like chemistry. I won't let no one come and take your place. Cause the love you give, you can't be replaced. It's not in the case of anybody. That's why I spend my life with you.
Hi, hotties, kettles, tea stirs. You're here for hot tea. All commentary is alleged, and in my opinion, this is for entertainment purposes only.
What's up, ho? We in other people business, and it's looking like things with Halle and DDG has gotten a lot serious, and I would have never expected it to get to this point. Today, TMZ reported that DDG put his hands on Little Mermaid and she put a restraining order out on him. So ever since DDG and Little Mermaid been together, people have been trying to warn Halle about DDG and his behaviors, because as soon as she was on top of her career, it's like he got her pregnant to kind of sit her down a little bit and humble her. A lot of people felt like he thought he was going to benefit off of her success, which is why he's been lashing out at her ever since they have broken up. People have seen DDG go on multiple social media rants and tangents in regards of Halle and Halo. He would even claim to not have seen Halo, even though a lot of the fans know and have seen Halo majority of the time when he's with his father. And although Halo is obviously DDG's son, fans feel like DDG has used Halo for clicks and views and always posting him on his streams, removing him from being able to grow up in a safe environment, considering his parents are famous. And a few months back, there was a lot of controversy surrounding DDG and Halo being on a live stream with Kai Cenat, where Halle responded by saying she didn't allow DDG to have Halo on the live stream, or she didn't approve of Halo to be on the live stream. And a lot of people understood this because of his safety, and the live stream just didn't seem like a place for a baby, considering it's Kai Cenat. Not saying that he's unsafe, but it isn't a baby safe environment. So DDG kicked things up a notch by telling his audience that he hasn't seen Halo in a while, also expressing personal conversations that he'd had with Halle when they were in relationships, like why they broke up, etc.
Got into. And then from there I was like, nah, I can't even fuck with you like that.
Wow.
Can't. It just fucked me up. It fucked me up what she had said at the time. We cool now, but I was like, nah, this ain't gonna work out. You know, we just ain't had the same type of like drive and aspirations, so it just didn't work out.
Yeah.
But you know, nigga just kept pushing.
I feel like dating in LA is extreme sport though. I feel like it's not even a place you don't want to do that yet.
Hell no.
Vibe.
Every girl I usually date be from a different state.
Yeah, you gotta import them, like.
Yeah, I don't be dating.
Tariffs though, boy.
Tariffs. I like that. I like.
Today, TMZ reported Halle Bailey says she's had enough of DDG allegedly abusing her. She's filed a police report, and now she wants court order protection from the father of her child, TMZ has learned. In docs filed Tuesday in LA, she claims things first got physical in January. They broke up back in October, and Halle says DDG came over to pick up their son, Halo, and she tried to start a convo with the rapper about child visitation schedule. As she was buckling Halo into the car seat, she claims DDG grew agitated and repeatedly said, "Get out of my car, bitch." Halle says the baby was crying and she got nervous about DDG leaving with him in such a agitated state. That's when they allegedly started wrestling with DDG, pulling her hair, slamming her face on the steering wheel, and chipping her tooth. Halle says she was in pain and crying, and although that stopped the fighting, she was still worried about Halo, so she remained in the car for the ride over to DDG's house, where she told his family what happened. Once they told her they take care of the baby, she left hysterical and with bruises on her arm. To go along with her chip tooth, she attached photos of her alleged injuries in her request for a restraining order. She also alleges DDG creeped her out in March when he showed up at her home, entered without permission, went to her bedroom, y'all, and text a pic of Haley's empty bed to her along with a text, "Now I know what you've been on, LOL." Well, she interpreted the text as DDG accusing her of having sex with other people. It also states 4 days later, she claims he really exploded when he came back to her house. Haley told him she and the baby were sick and she didn't want Halo to leave home. And she claims that's when he got verbally abusive, smashed her Ring camera, and ran out with Haley's phone. As he drove off, she claims DDG threw the phone out the window and yelled at her to go get it, bitch. And y'all, I'm so aggravated reading this because he's like 5'5". He's such a fucking clown. But it also states the incident prompted Haley to go file a police report. And she says she also has Ring footage to back up her side of the story. It was also this time DDG claimed on the X he'd been fighting to see Halo for months. And this is when fans knew that something was up because he had just seen Halo. Now, all of a sudden, you're upset. He's very controlling, very manipulative. He's very evil. And he was sicking his black male audience on his baby mama. And he's absolutely ridiculous. I don't believe anything DDG says. He does end up responding, and I'm going to show y'all that later on in this video. TMZ also said for Haley, though the final straw came just last week when she says she was vacationing with Halo and her sister in St. Lucia. She says DDG texted her links to social media posts claiming she was on the island with Brent Fayez. Haley replied, "Not with any man out here. I wouldn't do that. I have Halo. Please let me enjoy my Mother's Day in peace. I hope you are okay and feel better soon." The judge granted Haley a domestic violence restraining order requiring DDG to stay 100 yards away and gave her permission to take nearly 18-month-old Halo to Italy, where she'll be filming a movie for 2 months. DDG also has to stop posting or streaming about her and the child. Haley claims her ex has been whipping his fans into a frenzy by trashing her when he is on live stream. We've reached out to DDG, TMZ says, and he hasn't heard, or they haven't heard any word back from his camp. So fans have been speculating that Haley, Little Mermaid, had moved on and been with a new man for the Met Gala as well as a vacation.
I understand. I'd be like, maybe I'm supposed to get hated on, but I get hated on for nothing, bro. Like, I just be chilling for real. Chilling. I help people on the daily. You know, I show my love to folks on the daily. You know, I don't really do much. But the internet ain't to be understanding. You feel me? This shit's fake. When I close this laptop, it is what it is. You know, maybe I'm intimidated. Maybe I'm just sexy. I don't know what it is. Maybe the girl's mad because they nigga don't look like me. DM me then. Like, if your nigga don't look like me, DM me. Maybe I might fuck with you. If that's where the hate's coming from, come to my club hosting tonight. Ask Johnny if you can come in this section. We might give you a shot. I might fuck with you. I'm single. You feel me? I'm celibate, but we can cuddle. You feel me?
So in the text message Insecure DDG sent to the Little Mermaid, it is a screenshot of her being on vacation. It says, "This foul bet." He's so insecure and fucking weird. What a weirdo. And then she responds and says, "You think you hurting my feelings when you really just hurting your own image. This is a terrible look. Makes you look disgusting and evil. Enjoy your vacation. Happy Mother's Day, but just have the same energy when it's my turn to have him. I'm on the same shit. And so he's threatening her, basically saying, when I have him, I'm gonna have him around other women, etc. When I really think he already do this. He is very manipulative. I don't like him. He's disgusting. And this lets me know that he has been plotting to make her look bad and ruin her image. And this text message that he sent her says it all.
Same shit. If you look at my mama Instagram, all her kids on there. Why y'all ain't cancel her? Cancel my mama. You look at my dad Instagram, all his kids. Why y'all don't do that? Why y'all don't cancel my parents? But when I do it, because I'm one of the most famous, most lit, most richest black creators in the entire world, it's a problem when I do it though, right? But if I was...
Yeah, I pull up, roll the window down it. I pull up, roll the window down it. Yeah, I pull up, roll the window down it.
Baby, you don't know what you do to me. Between me and you, I feel like chemistry. I won't let no one come and take your place. Cause the love you give, you can't replace.
It's not in
That's why I spend my life